We ready?
Yeah.
Stefcho.
Yeah.
Be more when you say yeah, say it like you mean it.
Yeah.
Don't say it like yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're recording.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Okay, let's go. And we're live again. Again, guys, we're live.
Hello.
And this is Steve.
Yo.
Just not to be confused with the other Stefcho. It's a similar name. What's the difference?
Yeah, I mean a couple of vowels, I guess.
Similar but different. Why would you confuse it?
Because is your name Steve or is it Steven actually?
No, short and sweet. It's just Steve.
Really, just Steve?
Yeah, just Steve.
And Stefcho is just Stefan.
You remember how you
just
called
long
me?
and sour.
You remember how you called me in high school?
Yeah, I used to call him the Jew.
What?
Because you know
Actually, I mean, if it's actually the Jew, there's nothing wrong with
well,
that.
no. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course, it wasn't anti-Semitic, but I didn't come up with that. Do you know that it was actually another friend of ours? Because his last name is Avramov. So Abraham, you know, in the Bible, was a Jew. So he came up. This was good.
But the
he came
people-
up with that. It was like the Jew.
Yeah, the people who didn't hate me called me Stevie. Remember that? Anyway.
Yeah, but I came up with that, and I gave it to the people that loved you, and I didn't love him.
I see. Okay.
It was one of those slow heating ovens, you know.
Yeah.
Over time, we fell in love, but
Exactly.
at first, we really didn't. No,
But those are the kind
It
of
was
love
a
that
slow
last,
heating
Okay, listen.
oven of hate.
Interesting conversation. We all have beards. Steph, do you have a beard at the moment? I can't tell
Yeah.
by your voice.
Yeah, I do.
Can you touch your beard so I can hear it?
It bristles.
Oh. Maybe
No.
you're making it up. Maybe it's a lie. So we all have beards.
Yeah, does it make a noise actually? Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And when you do this,
Oh yeah.
but you gotta be careful not to catch it. No, this is for the one female fan that we just lost.
Yeah. We just
But anyway, beards, and
So one
the
more
question
left.
is why? What's the point?
Sorry.
What's the point in beards? Why have a beard? Oh yeah, cheers. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Cheers. And just to remember, Chisk. It's better than
Yeah.
whatever he's doing
Yeah,
because
this is good, dude.
Chisk is the best beer in Malta.
No, it's the same as the rest. I tried it.
Yeah, I mean it's one of the only good beers in Malta. But
It's the only, but it's also the best.
Yep.
Anyway, so beards in 2019. I
Beards.
mean, a new
Yeah.
year. We need to reevaluate. Do we still need them? Do we keep
Beards.
them? Yeah.
beards. Yeah, I mean
Don't you ask yourself this question every year? The beginning of every year, you go,
No, I actually. So first of all, if I shave, I'll end up like having scales like a fish.
really?
Yeah, I have like I have. So
I thought you were gonna say baby, but then you said fish.
no. It's like so I'm really rough. I see myself like a really rough. I don't
Don't do anything.
Yeah, I just
Don't
I
wash.
hate. I
Don't eat.
If I could, I would. It's like I have to eat. It's like
You're like a rock. You don't eat. You don't drink.
yeah, it's like if I could just not sleep.
Yeah.
But anyway. But so if I shave, I get some skin irritation, and I have to make like some cream and lotion and BS like that.
But because you're rough, you make it yourself. So
So,
you
yeah.
go and you hunt for some whales and you get
there's
the whale oil and
just-
you rub it in.
Yeah, that would be great.
And
But-
so because of the oil, you don't want to actually kill the whales because you're like a fish like them,
Yeah,
Then you kind of
exactly.
go, well, you know what? I'm not going to shave.
Exactly. But the other thing as well, apart from that, which is all true, I also so I just am lazy basically.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why should I just shave? And then I'm like, it looks good. I'll just go with it.
Yeah.
And it's comfortable, and it's the helmet when I wear the helmet.
Oh yeah, he wears the helmet.
Yeah,
Every
when
day
I'm on the
he wears
bike.
He's in Daft Punk.
Yeah, it's like
He's,
it's like I don't have the same money.
he's one of the two.
Yeah, and it blocks the air from coming in.
Power Rangers, they wear helmets. Do
Yeah,
you think
so-
they had beards? No.
Yeah, even
Then
the women,
that defeats your point. I'm
even
sorry. I win.
even the females ones. Yeah, they must have had beards.
Because your point is anyway. But I agree with you, and I think another thing. Check this out, the ladies. Think about it. It's not
Yeah.
even conscious, but think about it evolutionary. When you see an animal that's furry, like when you see a horse, a dog, or something that has a fur,
Yeah,
the quality of the fur often determines the health of the animal.
of course.
If
Definitely.
if it's thick, if it's lush, if it's beautiful,
Okay, but
the animal will also be healthy.
why-
So this
wait.
subconsciously sends signals to the females, telling them, "Listen, I'm healthy, okay?
Yeah.
Despite my mental problems, I'm healthy. I will
Exactly.
reproduce. I will produce
Yeah, but why?
offspring, healthy offspring for you."
But
What do you
why?
think,
Why is it a beard?
Stefcho?
What else?
I
Could
mean,
it
why
be?
isn't it like on your hands or anywhere else?
Well,
That's a good point.
well,
That's a good point.
I'm a bit of hairy. I'm not that hairy, but I'm a bit.
But you can also examine any kind of hair. That's why, as a matter of fact, scientifically, there's hair down there.
Oh yeah.
Because otherwise, why would they ever look there?
Yeah, I mean.
But if they examine the hair,
it's
and so if you remove it, it's kind of stupid.
yeah, I mean, at the same time, you can use it like let's make it nicer or make him.
Yeah,
make
and if
come
you put
over
a
or
helmet down
something.
there,
Yeah, it's like
it's
come
also
over.
it's gonna be good for the helmet.
Yes,
Man,
it's-
I'm trying to grow a little bigger now. I'm trying. My beard is growing a little bit more, and I don't know how long I'll tolerate it, but we'll see. Maybe because I had it a little bit longer before I've had it, but usually I just keep it like 4 millimeters or whatever. Because it's just a 1 week shave. Once a week I just do the full. But now I try to see where this can go.
Yeah,
I wonder
mean,
all the possibilities.
Yeah, I mean,
If you make a formula.
I thought that all you just need to do is just let it grow.
Yeah.
But apparently it doesn't work that way because it
Really?
ends up. Yeah, I mean, when you
Let
see
me write
people
this down.
do this beard, it's like nice beard. They actually have to trim this part, which I did not know. So I ended up being like a
Really. And actually,
But you-
here's another
like
commercial.
I had an afro here, basically. Not good.
And that's a commercial for afros. We haven't done those in a while, guys.
Yeah,
but
beer
we're
afros.
in a good mood.
Beard.
afros.
Beard afro. Yeah.
Because beer afros are okay, even for Klansmen, for racists. They never had problems
And
with
they're
those.
actually really useful. They can hold your mobile while you're talking.
Yes.
And you can put stuff like a biro and then, here's a pen. There you go. You can send the contract.
Here's a
Even though-
pen.
Yeah.
Here's a Apple. Very okay.
There you
That's another commercial. But beard afros, guys, check it out.
Good
So it's once in a while we do
I can't
commercials. 'cause
even,
that's how they
I
pay
can't
us.
even Google it.
Exactly.
It's
What's
so
that? Beard afro?
No, why do we have beard just on the bottom and not on your cheeks, for example? I mean, you have, but the rest of us.
Actually, you bring out a good point.
You bring out a good point, Stefcho.
Yeah. I mean, did you hear about Wolfman?
Wolfman.
Yeah, you should Google
I just
that, man.
heard
Is it
about
like
him.
a Maltese animal that was extinct or something? Like
No. It's actually there's like this skin condition or a hair condition actually.
I know. A couple
And
of guys like that.
so there would be this man. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, there are
I've
all
seen
kinds
some,
of conditions.
you know how like I don't want to. How do I say this so it doesn't sound racist? In Bulgaria, we have a lot of gypsies,
Okay.
and they're let's put it this way: they're very close, familiarly.
No
Like
one
in the
has ever
family, they're
wondered
very
about-
close.
Uh-huh.
They're very very close, and when a couple of generations they keep being close and close, there are all kinds of weird things that happen.
Yeah,
and the Wolfman
it
might
multiplies.
be one
Due
of
to
those. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But you know, not
Might-
You
I
know-
might
did you
see
find
some-
something?
you know that
Stefcho, about
not all girls like beards. Hate them.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
who is that?
What do you mean?
Let's talk about it right now.
She's probably not listening to this because she hates me now. But some
Who's
of
that?
them.
What's her name? What's her last name? What's her address?
we should
Let's
send
discuss
her,
it right now.
We should send her like pamphlets and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
pamphlets.
Awareness.
We should.
Awareness.
And you know what? If you put those
Awareness.
pamphlets in an envelope, don't forget to put a couple of hairs inside.
Yeah,
Just to
exactly.
get her
samples.
You know, it's like you get acclimated with a little hair, a little more hair every day,
Yeah,
until you get used to the full beard.
exactly. And you can make like
That's why they put hairs in food. I think. You know, once in a while you find, they just try to acclimate you.
yeah,
They
yeah.
just-
exactly.
And when you're old, then you don't care. Then you find like a cat, a bunch of hair in the
Exactly.
food, and you go, whatever. I've seen so many of
exactly.
those.
It's
And then you
perfect.
choke on it and you die.
Yeah,
But that's what it is. I
Exactly.
like beards. I like any kinds of hairs on the face. And
okay.
But my big dream
and butt. Okay.
and on the butt. But my big dream has always been like a mustache, and I've never had the balls to really grow a nice.
Yeah, you told me
handlebar-
it's like
handlebar mustache.
Yeah, I try to do it right now actually, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're closer. Yeah, you're out there. But the thing is,
but-
like, the point is
Hurts.
because you do the. This is one way to do it. To just do the end part of. I'm doing the Joker face. Anyway, I'm the Jack Nicholson Joker face. Anyway, so those hairs at the end you can twist, but the real way to do it is to do all of the hairs. So from here up, instead of cutting them, you grow them out. You grow them out, and then it joins the handlebar.
I see. That's gonna get messy.
That's getting messy, and it takes a lot of times to just to do this all the time every day, and or put wax to keep it, so it deforms the
Slowly. Yeah, the
hair,
curl.
and it just stays curled.
I mean, I'm not sure about you guys, but I have, when I try to let it grow on its own, I started, I would be eating.
And you started experimenting with hair.
Yeah, and then I would just, start eating my own beard. I'm like, yeah, it's not good. Yeah, it's a bit tricky, and you have to trim it, unfortunately.
So I found that someone is wondering on Quora about this, and the answer is because you have some follicles, something that grows it. I mean that's not the answer.
That's not the answer. Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe it's for protection because the
what?
Head, first of all, one fact.
The head protects the brain, but anyway.
Yeah, that too. But you know how, like, for example, the hair.
Hair. Okay, not the beard. Okay.
But in general on the head, you have a lot of nerve endings. You have a lot of blood vessels. So the head normally loses much more heat than the body.
I see.
And if you're naked, like, don't have a t-shirt, you're not going to lose as much heat as if you don't have a head.
What about bald guys? What do they die sooner or what?
Yeah, but how baldness happens usually evolutionary later in life, so they have already reproduced, they can die. Like from an evolutionary point of view,
they're done.
They're disposed.
It's like, they used to die at 40.
They used to kill them like that for sport.
Yeah, I mean,
dinosaurs. The dinosaurs were fighting bald
in the
people.
1800s. I think if you reached 20, you were like old, right?
But not anymore. Now you can be old when you reach 120. That's right. Exactly. No one knows how long our generation lives, except if you go to ourgeneration.com and take a part in a questionnaire. Just try to guess. It's just statistics. Someone's gonna guess. We're gonna check it out.
Exactly what he said.
Stefcho, your turn. You went to the States. He went to the States. He came back from the States.
Dude,
why and what the fuck are you doing back?
Yeah, this podcast, we haven't recorded an actual podcast in 3 weeks. The other ones were recorded in 1 day or 2. That's why they were so boring in the end. We had nothing to talk about.
Yeah, that's why we improve. That's why we always make changes.
We have no excuse now, though. But
improvements.
I don't know. I mean, I've been there. It wasn't that special for me. But
okay, and did you do anything in particular?
Yeah, it was work related, which doesn't mean I did something.
Okay. Yeah, I know the feeling.
Just
yeah, I don't know. I stayed there.
So, do you want to talk about it? Like, are you a happy person in general? What's going on? I feel some sadness in you.
Yeah, maybe sometimes I'm not very happy. Sometimes
it's okay.
When you go to the States,
open up.
Okay, if you have a couch, can you lay down for a second and
let's
start counting. 10, 9. As we go down,
small
you will
frame.
feel
So if I lay
your
down,
eyes closing, your eyes become heavier.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, actually, San Francisco is a really nice city. It's one of the best I've been. One of the 3 cities I've been. It's the best. But
okay, you went to San Francisco.
Yeah, it was close, not in San Francisco. It's like 50 kilometers.
Okay.
It's Palo Alto. But I went almost every day to San Francisco.
And do you have this feeling when people when they go to a beautiful place, when they're really happy and they go, it's so amazing, and I don't want to go back. I just want to stay here.
Not really. I like it here. No. You know.
And
he likes it in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Nice. And is it? Is it the weather that you prefer over at?
No, it's.
Or Bulgaria?
I prefer everything. I prefer the combination of everything. People. Yeah, some parts of the people.
That's maybe the best.
That's good, actually.
If I have to compare,
you like your own home place.
If I have to compare it, it's the opposite. Everything that's good here, it's bad there, and the opposite. What's bad here is good there.
I mean, you make a good point, actually, because you have these these students / hippie lovers, I guess, You know, it's like tree huggers. You can call them. There's actually a.
Where is that, in Bulgaria or?
No, everywhere around the world. It's,
Okay.
it's a disease.
Yeah.
And it's basically you have these students that started, reading,
Mhm.
and they reach university somehow, or and you'll find them saying, "Oh yeah, traveling is the best thing. You have to travel."
Oh, no,
travel."
that's
Oh, don't get me
different.
started. I can talk about this forever.
No,
It's
that's
like-
another
and
thing.
then,
It's- yeah.
yeah,
But that's a good point. Oh,
but you like you're not delusional about these things about just going somewhere and automatically you like it just because you left your hometown and automatically another place is better than where you are. You realize that
no, it's
some
always
things are
when
actually
you.
good.
No, actually, I loved it when I first got there. Yeah, it was 6 years ago. But that's normal.
He's been there a
It's
few times.
expensive.
He's
It's
a developer,
expected.
actually. I mean, you also. I mean, both of you. Maybe this is something you can connect on because Steve works where I work in integration, so he's a tech guy, and Stefcho is a developer. He now the company that he works for is, well, I'm not gonna say, but he's worked for like some of the
course.
biggest companies in the game, and that's why he's been to the States a couple of times.
Nice stuff. Good job.
The thing is, when you go somewhere new or you start and you think it's always exciting in the beginning, even if it's bad, just because it's different. I mean,
Yeah.
even if it's
Yeah.
bad in the long run, just because it's different and new in the beginning.
Exactly. And that's maybe one of the best points that you've just made, that because I've been thinking about this, like those traveling students, all this trend, and there's even a worse trend than this, and that's the digital nomad trend.
The thing is,
Because the traveling students, they're not lying to anyone, but the nomads are. And they say, "I'm making a living traveling." No, you're not. You're delusional. I've
Yeah,
met
exactly.
people who do this, who travel like all year long and work. They're not happy. First of all, that's what you said, Stefcho, that every new place is nice for a second. That's why traveling is beautiful when you have this one great vacation a year.
Yeah,
But when you
that's
travel
it.
all the time, like I've met people who've traveled for over a year, and they go to a hotel and they go to a supermarket, buy a bunch of food, go to the hotel, cook it, and watch TV because they miss that part. They miss home. They miss coming home and relaxing. And I'm like, come on, go out. It's a beautiful city. That's for me because I travel once or twice a year,
Yeah.
right? But for them, when it's every day, they're like, oh, whatever. I'm in Paris. Let's watch a movie.
Yeah, I mean, I also get that from going once in a while traveling, just because I like to be relaxed. I mean, I went to Paris and my girlfriend booked these really nice places and thank God it was for. I mean, first of all, I tried to plan something in Italy, but she preferred to go there because there are some art museums. What is the name of the biggest one there?
The Louvre, yeah.
The Louvre, yeah, okay. Thank you. Thanks for saving me now. The Louvre.
Louvre.
So yeah, I mean, she liked it, definitely liked it there. But for me, it was like, I have this little step counter here, and I barely make 6,000 steps a day. And when I was there, I was like, God dang it, 20,000 steps in a day. And I'm like, this is not a holiday for me.
Same thing for me when I was
I'm
in
like-
Japan. I lost like 7 kilos from walking.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I want to sit down, relax. Have some
Okay, so
drink,
you're one of
it's
those.
a-
Yeah,
But this is
I don't-
actually I'm that.
I don't think that going somewhere for 2 days really means anything. You don't really get to.
2 days. Yeah, so you went for 2
The
days.
thing is, you don't really get to know the place. You just walk around and look at buildings.
No. And in my case, I mean, at
The thing
least
is,
in my
it's
case,
different
if I-
things. I don't know.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're going for work, most probably what will happen is that okay, it's a nice experience, and you appreciate that at the end of the day, you're going there for work. It's like a normal day work, but you're just abroad.
I think Stefcho's position, because we've talked about this with Stefcho in private, and because I really like to travel when I get this chance. And it's like what you're saying, you go there to relax. I'm the opposite. I'm like, when I go, I'm the one that walks like crazy, goes everywhere. That's why I like to go alone.
Yeah, I also walk
I
a
don't
lot.
have
Yeah.
to.
Even now, I walked
Yeah,
so
we're
much. I really like walking around.
Right.
the city.
But let me. Yeah. Let me finish this.
Okay, I won't be good with you guys. I will just.
So anyway, so I go there and I'm like walking crazy, seeing everything. I want to see everything, experience everything, go back, and that's it. And then there is, the second time, like you, and you just want to go and relax. And you just like, that's because you're working for a living, so you need to relax. But then there is Stefcho, who I think, this is my analysis. Stefcho, you tell me if I'm correct. But because his brain is working in such a way, like he's so analytical, that
Yeah.
he's a very practical person. So he's thinking, why should I go to some place? It's all the same. I'm seeing a beautiful mountain here, seeing a beautiful mountain there. So he organizes his trips around some events, like either music festivals or swing festivals now.
I see.
So
Okay.
which is very weird for me, because he would go like for a swing festival to some great place, but just waste the time on the swing festival instead of walking around.
No,
Because
I
would
don't
be
do that.
walking like crazy.
I walk around too.
Okay,
There you
but
go.
am I right about like the practical side of your thinking, or is it not?
I mean, I think a place is also a lot, even more than half, maybe 80% defined by people, not by the things there. You know?
Yeah.
So.
So what? But I mean, there are nice people everywhere. Or you
Yeah,
think
but
the best people in Bulgaria
it's
initially-
interesting to meet people there, like to experience
Exactly.
the people.
That's like part of the learning.
So
I
swing
have
dancing is
something
one
I
way. to do it.
enriching thing. Okay.
Yeah,
But you're talking
that's
about
the
this
thing,
like
it's
I've done this my whole life. I've been doing this. I've done this twice. But maybe I'll do it more. I plan to do it more.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that you should always do what you like most. I think that's the most important thing. And for me is
But
doing anywhere I go, I try to do something connected with motorsports.
with what?
So
Oh,
with
right.
what?
So motorsports.
Motel sports.
Driving or going to
motor.
I went.
Nice.
I went to. I mean, by that I mean like going to arrive and drive track, or perhaps I went 2 years ago to England, and apart from going in places, I forgot the name, of course. I went to this particular place because I managed to book. It was in summer/winter time. Yo.
Taking a selfie for Instagram, guys.
Of
Sorry.
course. And so in that location, I managed to find driving class that helped you to learn some driving techniques while skidding. So it was like a huge figure of 8 / skid pad,
Oh shit.
and they would make some cones and they would try to teach you how to skid a front wheel drive and a rear
How
wheel drive.
like drift around? And
Yeah. So they would put on water, a bunch of water, and
Wow.
they would put in this special kind of sand that doesn't break. So just like small beads, like tiny beads, and it would
Wow.
recreate a nice
Right.
kind of road surface,
Uh-huh.
an icy road surface. And black ice, actually. It was like really horrible. You wouldn't get any grip. And they would just tell you to do this and that. And then at the end of the day, they would take you to a timed course. And
Is
this was
one of
nice.
those-
This was really
Is
nice.
this one of those type of
I have a
things
video.
where like the special drivers go through course, like like you're a normal driver, you can be a bus driver or whatever, but when you're driving like the president, you go through another shitload of courses. So is this something like this or not?
Yeah,
Not really?
I mean, for those kind of situations, they would.
Wait,
have
but you
different,
went you went just for, I mean, specifically for that, or you did it?
Yeah, I actually, to see how weird I am, I built my holiday around it. So I found out.
But that's exactly
where-
like Stefcho. Like he's always either looking for a concert or a swing festival.
So
you found this place, and
Yeah, I found this place, and I built the holiday sort of around it because I couldn't find any other track day available, and also, yeah, we went to a car museum nearby, and I mean, luckily my girlfriend enjoyed it as well because there were so many different cars, and it was not just about a specific car model or just race cars. It was about the history of cars, and yeah, I mean, it's just something that I love. It's something that I used to work in cars,
yeah. But this,
and it's something that
yeah,
no, it's not
it's
a
fine.
bad
It
yeah,
doesn't
but
have to
it's
take
a
all
great-
of your trip. The one thing,
Exactly,
the
yeah.
Yeah,
concert,
yeah,
the
yeah.
concert is 3 hours. It's not.
Right. Actually, I'm considering doing this for the first time now because I'm thinking about like booking some holidays, and
Yeah,
and,
let's just
and
yeah.
John Mayer has a concert in
It's
Thailand.
already sold out. Don't worry.
Well, there
Damn.
actually the tickets go on sale tomorrow morning.
Oh, nice.
So if I manage to get it-
What's the date?
And it's in April, I think, the beginning of April
there you go.
Nice.
in Bangkok.
So,
So
about
some arena
the-
in Bangkok. If I manage to, I might get it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
Maybe
should.
I'm not.
You
but
should, and you should go in the front row and show your tattoo. But
this is the John Mayer guy that I
Yeah,
showed
sure.
you.
Yeah.
the thing is,
What about you, Stefcho?
well,
You like that or
what?
not?
Like what?
Like the concert that he's talking about.
Oh yeah, I like John Mayer. Yeah. Like
Yeah, but he goes to all kinds of concerts all the time. Like Stefcho is
Nice.
really into festivals, and he like he's seen bands.
actually,
that
I'm kind
he
of
follows,
fed up
yeah.
of festivals now. I mean, I have
Yeah,
a
I mean-
ticket actually for Wacken, which is the biggest festival, and I'm selling it. So if anyone wants, so
There you
about
Was that like a heavy metal festival?
yeah, heavy metal
Heavy metal
sounds old. It's metal festival. The thing is also about traveling. Something about me that I kind of not like. I really don't like when you go to a place, the most touristy places are the worst for me because they're always full of people. Like when I
Right.
lived in Prague,
Yeah.
when I lived in
Yes.
Prague, there was this place right in the center, and there was some clock, and it was always full of people that were waiting for the clock to strike some hour, and something was happening. I never actually
you'll
saw what
find
was
this
happening.
Particular pose of.
I
people,
never
like,
saw what
and
the clock did because it was so full of people. I just went through it several times just to.
I see.
Yeah, and this is actually something a very good point that we can ask Steve about because you're in this situation where Stefcho gave this example where he lived in Prague, and you live in Malta, which Malta is basically growing twice in size every summer.
Wait,
with
really?
People from all
Really?
the world. Yeah, I mean it's usually around like 600,000 people. It gets over 1 million in the summer.
You
right?
mean
Yeah, I
it
mean,
grows
the-
once?
the-
I thought it was growing twice every summer. Anyway,
No,
Nah.
but with yeah, I mean,
with tourists. So you
it
are
does-
you are Maltese. You're pure-blooded, bred, like almost royalty.
I think
This is
so.
practically royalty. Look at the beard and everything. This is
Yeah.
Maltese royalty.
I actually, yeah, I mean,
You
I
see
have,
the blue color. This is not an accident. The
No,
blue
exactly.
color and everything.
so why did
what do you think
why
about
didn't
those
when I
choices?
was in Malta, why didn't you introduce me to him? I wanted someone to show me the underground stuff.
Oh, because the thing is this that being the fact that I am a pure Maltese,
Yeah.
there's a one particular important fact about me that you should know, and about earlier pure Maltese
Yes.
is that tourists most probably will know more about Malta than I do.
Is that what? Anyway, but my point was different. My question was different. What do you feel about those tourists? Like, fuck whatever they think they know. Yeah, I get this part too. But how do you feel about like all these people walking around and?
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
And also about me because I'm also not from here. You know, I'm part of those people that come in and.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, so you'll find this common thing about saying, "Oh, they took our jobs," you know. the
But
South
they
Park
did.
kind of thing. But the thing is this: that if there's someone that's willing to do that job for the same or less kind of money or whatever, but with no bullshit to the. Can I say bullshit?
Of course, you can
Yeah.
say
Yes.
fuck shit too.
Okay, okay.
And
it's
fuck shit cunts too.
Exactly.
And add some other stuff anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but basically, it's if you can do the job properly, better than a Maltese person can do, then bloody hell, if I was the employer, I would employ you for sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's.
I mean, it's not about Maltese or not.
It's
It's
even
like,
another thing. If you
do
think
it.
about it, those jobs wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the foreigners, because they came
That-
in and started those jobs.
that
Like this
too.
whole industry.
That too, I mean,
It wasn't local people. It was just everyone coming in here.
to be fair,
the
I
regular-
mean, if you look into gaming, there wasn't. I don't think there is a case where a Maltese person went into a particular company and started saying, "Yes, we need to do gaming this way. Okay, I'm going to be the guy that does it." Because no, I don't, from the companies that I worked with, it was not. There was no Maltese there, so
Right.
that invented it.
Yeah, so foreigners came in and then they started hiring other foreigners.
Yeah,
basically.
hiring other foreigners and then started
And
thinking
if
about.
you think about it from a foreigner's perspective, it's the same. They they wouldn't think, oh, I just need Maltese.
But yeah, I mean, not to bore people about this stuff, but yeah, but Malta first of all is a tax haven for big companies because they have, I think, great tax rebates or something like that. Or I'm messing up the terminology here, but yeah, but then there's another fact about that. Unless you compare to countries like Latvia and stuff like that, the salaries here are quite lower than what other countries offer. So if you have the same person that does the same thing, but from Malta, and they have a chance that they will get to give a cheaper salary, but to the Maltese person, to myself, for example, it's better. And we have that opportunities because of this industry or situation that we have here. So we should be grateful because at the same time, the people that want to work can work. If there are people, which unfortunately I know, that will complain about everything and anything, they will not get stuff done. They will not get the
And
opportunities.
if you think about it, it's actually easier for the local person to get that job. I mean, he can come to an interview like this. He's ready. He knows the whatever people around. So
I mean, we don't have the same mentality, and we cannot grasp the thing and the complexity and the opportunity until we are actually seeing it. But it's interesting, and we should be grateful. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are loads of stuff that at the moment, people with low-income jobs and stuff like that are getting screwed over because there are no places to live that are suitable for that budget anymore. Not even renting, just.
But
if you don't earn that much, you have to live in a garage with no.
But imagine you're like some guy living in some house doing his thing, and then some fucking idiot comes, builds a company and says, okay, we will work every day now, 8 hours a day. Everyone will work. And this will ruin your life. What the fuck do you want from me?
Yeah, but at the same time,
I was just looking after my chickens, and then this guy comes. What the hell?
Yeah, but it's... I mean...
But then there's another guy living next to this guy who says, oh, thank God, because I was just waiting for this.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's always every kind of end of the scale.
And in Malta, I know it's like you're always annoying somebody, or somebody is always annoying you. I mean, we just had the neighbors making some noise a while ago here, so that's one example. So, yeah, I mean, nobody's going to be always happy, and being a good complainer is it's a big part of being Maltese. And it
comes from the royalty, so he should know.
Yeah, it's like it goes into your veins. It's like, you have to complain about stuff.
Yeah, also in Bulgaria, we complain about everything.
Yeah,
we're also famous for this.
Is it the same thing that you don't do anything about it afterwards?
Yeah.
You just complain about it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Why would you do anything?
We're like brothers.
Maybe maybe some of the... I don't know which tribes formed Malta. Because what's the history of Malta?
I think, to tell you, I think
Where did the Maltese people come from? The local people, like the original people, where did they come from? From Europe?
Dude, we fornicated so much that it's impossible to know. It's like, we fornicated so much, it's like everybody came, some piece of ass which from this island, that's nice, and they took it and
Dream of Malta for
it's like they took our woman, and most probably they started annoying them
when
by
you
complaining.
Say we fornicated, you mean they took your women?
And you
were fornicating on the corner.
I will tell you some story about my history or ancestors and something soon, but basically you can imagine this, like, they would come here, they would steal the woman, they would take them. I think we were like gangbanged by Arabs, by French, by Italian, by English. It's like, it's like, come on, there was no Pornhub at that time.
Me. Okay,
but basically, we're just like a bunch of mess, It's like, but I guess that brings healthy blood, because it's not like the Wolfman. They were like, they were not like putting it to
just put some clothes on. Remember, it was healthy blood.
Yeah, it's it. And then, for example, in my case, my grandfather, something like that. He used to come, like, I think he used to be from Albania.
He was a developer.
No.
You got the genes from him.
Yeah, he used to like herd sheep, and he got killed.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and
what? By whom?
By thieves. Yeah, so he was herding sheep or cows. Actually, I think he was just moving into the desert and something, and they didn't find him. He didn't return home, and they just find the cattle coming back on their own.
Right.
And they went out and saw him just mutilated or something. But basically, and then his daughter, they sent back. Not they sent back, but she went to Malta for some reason or another.
Wait. So where was your grandfather?
So grandfather was Lebanese or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean.
So this story with this guy that died wasn't in Malta.
No.
Okay.
No.
And then his daughter comes to Malta.
So they comes to Malta, and then basically fornication came along, and then me.
But that's cool. You're kind of brought a couple of generations back.
Yeah. It's like, so just that notion brought me in perspective. I mean, that was from my mother's side. I don't know from my father's side.
So what are you? Half what? Quarter what?
No, I'm thinking I'm like with my father's grandfather. I don't know. I mean,
like last 5 generations, he's been Maltese. But
yeah, but most probably I'm not pure Maltese. I mean, nobody is pure Maltese. Like with that much.
No one is pure anything.
No, it's like.
Yeah, remember? Have you heard of those DNA tests that they do? I gotta do this thing where they tell you how much percent you're what, and it's like really like what you're saying. Like you're 5% Finnish and 20% Arabic and 40% Caucasian and this. But I mean, there's so many other things in.
Yeah, I mean,
life.
my nose is of a black man, but the rest of me is not, unfortunately. But yeah, that would be interesting actually to know how can you do that test? It's like you send your blood.
Yeah, one thing that I've heard is that you order it, they send it to you, you collect your blood there, and you send it back.
It's saliva.
There's an online profile.
Saliva, yeah, I have to spit on it.
Saliva, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Before
based on body
before how better this was, they were collecting all this data and they were telling you like you have a big chance of getting cancer or this or that. It was that.
Why would you want to? Yeah.
Yeah, because you can protect yourself.
Why would you want to know if?
Yeah, no, no, it's just chance. I mean, they had a lot of data and they could tell you some things.
Oh wow, that's really nice. I didn't.
But know but at some point they shut them down for some reason. The government said no, this is illegal or something.
No, I think there's still some companies that work.
No.
Yes, because I have a colleague at work who just ordered one very recently.
Well, maybe that's not in the USA. Anyway.
But is it the same test that Stefcho?
Yeah, I think it's the same test. It just transformed. They were giving you more information about like risks, all kinds of things, and then they just left it at
I mean, it would mess up if
nationality.
A lot of things. If you, but can you imagine? It's like you have life insurance and everything, and then you would go to make a life insurance, and they would ask you,
you think so?
Are you susceptible to having cancer or something like that? And you will be withholding.
Oh yeah, that makes
sense.
And are you by any chance 5% Finnish and this and that?
But they do this now. They do this now too, right? They check your age, so they still do it in some way. It's just not that bad.
Check your age?
Yeah, of course. If you're 80 years old and you go buy an apartment with a mortgage, no one will give it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still discrimination, right?
But it's interesting because I mean, this kind of tests, it's like querying, It's like, but the thing is that I have a theory. I mean, I think it's just a fact, not a theory.
Well, can you prove it? If you can prove it.
Wait, what theory?
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't live as much as the way as we do,
You mean shorter? We should live.
Yeah, I mean,
shorter.
It's like we get this medicine, and because we are not healthy enough to combat the flu.
I don't get any medicine. Fuck this shit.
But that's it. You're healthy. You should live. Live.
Let's vote. Let's quick vote. How old? I think 12.
12.
Because when you're a kid, you're always happy.
And you're happy.
So if you die at 12, you're like at the happiest.
But you cannot fornicate. You can.
No, but you have to multiply first.
Yeah, I mean,
but you don't even feel
you have to multiply.
So it's
otherwise we'll disappear.
Yeah, it's like you would be like this.
Well,
instead of being like,
it's going to be some people going to be sent to Malta, and the rest of the world will live until 12, and there will be some fornication in Malta just to supply.
Why don't you think we should live longer, Steve?
No, I mean, it's nature's selection. It's like when you see animals.
But what about that's natural selection, right? What about artificial selection?
You're saying we're artificially extending.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better?
No predators.
Wouldn't it be better if it's? Wouldn't it be better in the end? Like, have you read?
Did we live longer?
Have you read this book, Brave New World?
Yeah.
You remember they were always young, and at 60 or something they just died.
No, I did not read. I don't read.
What if it was like that? If we somehow managed to remain young until 60 or something, that would be nice.
Oh yeah, dude. I would. That would. I mean,
there was a Justin Timberlake movie.
But being young does not mean that you're healthy. I mean, you see kids being sick called the bloody time because they sneeze on each other, they cough on each other, and they're like,
yeah.
They just go like that, and you're sick all the time, and that's how they build up their immune system at the end of the day. So it's kind of good, I guess. But the thing is that if you get a sickness and you die at age 15 or 16 or 20, it means that you're not as powerful as the guy that made it up to 20 that got the same sickness.
Mm-hmm.
So. At the end of the day, it's
Yeah,
becoming.
but
like
you know
the
who's
creme of the
no,
crop
it's you know
of the
whose fault.
creme,
It's not
creme,
technology, it's not
creme.
medicine. It's freaking grandmothers, because they always, or even your mothers, they always like, "Are you cold? Are you cold? Come on, put this third jacket on you. Are you sure you're not cold?" And they
I'm
ruin you.
always,
Yeah, it's-
fucking cold. And
They ruin kill
But
the
anyway-
children, and then they get sick all the time.
But Steve,
Yeah,
okay,
man,
so you're
true.
saying I agree with you. This is not nature's way, but what's the harm of it? I mean, if we save those kids with technology or with grandmas or with whatever, what's the problem for them to live?
But it's not actually a. I mean, obviously, we all would do the most thing to save, except for some religions. But I guess it's just a thing to note
Yeah, but
that you'll find people that are always sick.
They're not
yeah,
supposed to be.
Yeah, it's like
You're
they're
like, you were supposed
Yeah,
to
you're
die.
right,
and
but
not just sick people.
the thing is,
You're
not-
sick, you fuck.
I think it's in
You sick fuck.
there is a better way.
Should've died at five.
There's a better way to fix the problem, which maybe will.
Yeah, is
What's
it
that?
like genocide?
Well, just remove all sicknesses somehow. You know.
So
Is
just remove all sicknesses.
Is it Thanos?
Yeah, but can you imagine? Can you imagine removing all sickness? I mean, the thing is that you
Yeah,
can.
because this is how so far we've extended the lifespan, right? I mean, there used to be people like the average of age was this because there was like tuberculosis and this and that diseases that we've already solved. Now we have cancer and AIDS
Yeah.
and this.
What if
But
we
maybe
remove?
one day we solve
What
them
if
and
we,
we're gonna
yeah,
live
if
for
we remove
150
cancer,
years.
that would be better.
But yeah, that's the thing.
Cancer fucking sucks. It just kills you, and you can't do anything.
Yeah, but I think there is a cure. I think actually there is a cure. I think it's just being pushed out or pushed down.
Why would it be like that? What's the point?
I don't know.
Companies, come on,
I
dude!
think-
If they cannot make money out of
Yeah.
a system that is actually already
I
available,
think. Well, I think if
That's not.
I'll say this.
completely true.
I think that if there was a solution, it wouldn't be as easy as that to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
Someone somehow would know.
And he will make a
if
lot of
it
money
works,
of it, you
someone
know.
will- Yeah.
dude.
And then,
have you seen?
but I think-
Have you seen about the how many times did they come across the electric vehicle before it actually came through Tesla?
The what?
Have you how many times did people try to make an electric vehicle and they were shut down? There was like a whole program just
Were they?
about a
Or
bloody.
isn't this some conspiracy?
Yeah, it's like it's
You
like,
mean by the gas people?
yeah, of course, dude.
Okay, so
I
why
mean,
why
there's
didn't why didn't Tesla
This
get?
makes
So
more
just-
sense.
Okay,
This
why-
makes
why
more
is there-
sense.
why
just
is there
imagine, this is
Tesla?
just an electric vehicle. Imagine cancer.
Okay,
It's like
okay,
cancer.
but we have Tesla. Why didn't get shut down?
Yeah, it's because it was time, and there was not. It's easier to show certain things
I
now
think I'll
than
say-
it is to show like 20 years ago, and there was no internet.
In my opinion, it's
Okay,
the focus
so-
is really
okay.
on
So we have internet
providing.
now.
Yeah.
So
I think-
your theory is
Okay.
wrong.
Why cancer is not being the way it is? But I guess inventing something with electricity is one thing.
I've been breathing here for 5 minutes, just doing this, and I can't. But the thing, I think that for
modifying
sure,
cancer is different. Yeah.
I think for sure the focus is not on maybe on curing because the business interest is in just prolonged medication. Sure, but still, I think that if actually there was a cure, by some chance someone already made it, I think we would know somehow. I think. I mean, even with people actively trying to stop it, it would just somehow leak.
There are some conspiracies.
You know, it's too
Yeah, and
big
you know,
of a-
there are
if
some
someone
conspiracy
invents it, maybe someone else.
I read
will
it on
invent
Facebook.
Okay,
What? What sir was it? Was that Stefcho?
all right,
Stefcho?
Stefcho's interesting point.
What
He
was
says
that?
if one person invented it, why not someone else? You know how like the same people invented the radio simultaneously in two different parts of the world or other stuff. Like when it's a breakthrough moment.
But
like
there
one
are
thing-
some. But the thing is that there are some technologies that it's like fire. You're bound to discover it.
Yes.
You're bound to discover things. The thing is there. It's just waiting to be discovered. It's not. I mean, it is an invention.
But
but
cancer
then there
is a
is
tricky
like
one because if you
cancer,
think about it, like I would think
if
I
you
would-
see the way. Sorry, if you see the way that cancer works, the
Yeah.
way that cancer multiplicates.
yeah.
It multiplicates on our living cells that
Yeah.
basically
it just
mutilates them.
mutates a cell. It's a
It-
mutation of a
it-
cell. It's a
It
sick cell.
ruins the cell.
Yeah.
So sorry for shouting. It's like it peaked the mic, but it ruins the cell basically, and it's amazing. I mean,
And yeah, but I would
It's
I would
scary.
think, and I don't know nothing about it because I'm not a medical person, but I would think that a virus would be easier to kill than a thing like cancer because we don't even know what causes cancer. But if, for example, AIDS is a virus, you should be able to kill it if someone is infected. But cancer, you never know because that's why we have cancer in every cell of the body. You can have brain cancer, lung cancer, skin cancer, blood cancer.
bone cancer.
There is bone cancer, I think.
There is not
No?
bone cancer.
Really?
No, there is like bone diseases.
Bone
but-
marrow cancer.
Yeah, there
I
are there,
think
but I
there
don't
is
think there's like. No,
I
but
think
I
there
don't
was
think there. I don't think there is.
You can have
actually-
tumors.
No,
on
there
bones.
is bone cancer, at least in Google.
No, I don't think so. There is something related to bones, but I don't think bone
No, I
cancer
think
in
there is.
particular. You cannot.
No, it looks like there is.
I mean,
Stefcho, you can look it up if you
Yeah,
want. But the point
there-
is,
I think
yeah,
there
I mean,
is.
this is fucked up because every cell in your body is potentially, because like, you know how cells regenerate and we get this comparison in school very early on as kids, like when they tell us why we age. It's because like it's a Xerox machine that, just copies the same cell. At some point it's a copy of a copy of a copy and it starts deteriorating the quality.
Whoa.
So this is like the skin
Dude.
cells that it regenerate, and this is why you get older with time because they can get the same information from a copy of a copy of a copy.
dude.
And at
that's awesome.
some point
I mean, it's
in
bad,
this
I'm sorry.
process, one cell just fucks up and becomes a tumor, becomes a sick cell, and it starts growing and cancer spreads.
You just
and you
explained.
don't know but where it comes from,
You just-
what causes it.
You just explained Maltese neighbors when they tell stories. It's like one of them just fucks up the story, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck them. Yeah, but yeah, it's like
It's like
it's
where do you
amazing,
even
though.
begin to solve this problem? Because it's like it could be that we know that some things for a fact cause it, like radiation. Some chemicals are reported like in statistically very high probability, like if you're exposed to certain
And
chemicals.
then
or
there are
radiation.
these.
Yeah, but or like smoking, we know that causes lung cancer, but mostly we don't know anything like what causes tumors in the brain, what causes blood, leukemia, or what causes those things.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, I think I have a theory. I'm not sure how you guys feel about it, but it's like you're susceptible because of your genes or because that's the way that your body is. It's like it's written there. It's like you're susceptible.
Yeah.
So you're going to have this for
Yeah.
sure.
Imagine it's
It's
inside.
like 1 in 3 has cancer or something like that.
It's crazy, man. You can't
It's
find anyone
bad.
with anyone who hasn't had a family member sick.
Yeah,
Or
it's
multiple
crazy.
family members.
It's
My mom died of cancer. She had a brain
Ah,
tumor,
damn,
and
dude.
now my uncle in Poland also has. And it's a
Damn,
different.
dude.
It's a different. It's not that bad. Hopefully he'll pull through. It's on the intestines, but so they'll cut it out. I hope he's going to be okay. There's no metastases or any. But man, it's such a crazy disease. So the question is, what is it? Some people say we are better at detecting it now, so that's why it's seemingly there's
Of
so many
course,
cancers.
of
And maybe in the
course.
past someone died from something else, but we
They
didn't know it
wouldn't
was
know.
cancer, right?
Yeah, of course.
Or is it that
Definitely.
the environment has somehow changed with so pollution and whatever global warming that causes so much more cancer?
I don't think that helped, to be honest. I don't think that the environment is helping. I don't think that we're surrounding with stuff and technology that's helping. I think bad vibes and everything. I mean, I'm not going to sound like a bloody hippie.
Yeah, but that's what you
Yeah.
think, You have no, I don't know, it can be anything.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
know.
but there's no exact real proof.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
being
interesting.
next to a wife.
I went to those caves in Gzira. There's these Gantia caves.
Giganti, yeah.
In
Tashbish?
Gozo. I mean.
Gozo. Okay, yeah.
Gigantia.
yeah.
Gigantia. Okay. And there were some bones there of like ancient people, the Neolithic people that lived there 6,000 years ago, and on those bones, like they were saying, okay, this is the bone of a 15-year-old girl. She probably died because of this, but this is a bone of someone else, and he had a tumor on the head, and even then they had cancer. And now you can recognize it, like he died from a some sort of disease, and they can tell it in the bones.
Yeah, I mean, medicine. To be fair, I mean, people have been able to investigate the body like so many times, and there are so many articles, and it's so fascinating for people which have the guts to see gruesome stuff. That there is a lot that was discovered.
And
but
the
there was-
subject of a cure for it, because if you think about it, it can affect any cell. Maybe there's not one cure. Maybe there's like a million different cures, and one is going to work only on this or only on that. But
I mean, do you realize how many times have you ever been like a nasal spray? I'm just talking about nasal spray.
yeah,
I used to remember this particular nasal spray, and as soon as I started using it, it sounds like a bloody drug. But as soon as I started using it, it's it
is
clears
it
up.
like you snort? You do like this, and you
Yeah, it's
kinda
like-
feel it in the head, and it's and
Yeah, it's
you
like
go to
you
the
feel,
toilet, and you do it in real quick in a
exactly.
club, and
What?
yeah,
And then
Wait,
you realize you're
What are you
just
talking
15.
about?
Nasal spray.
nasal sprays.
But
man.
why?
Yeah, and then I'm getting there, and then it's like another theory. But then suddenly you go you go and buy your second pop bottle,
Yeah.
and they tell you it's not going to be made anymore. It's illegal or it's starting. Yeah, it's because
and then
it's
you
starting
transcend
to grow
into
extra.
anal things, because that's also how
poppers, and basically.
you can anal sprays. You start spraying other places.
Yeah, I mean, you can if you're into that. I mean, why not? It's like 2019; everything is acceptable nowadays. But the thing is that you will. Is the commercial coming up?
So of course, if you say so, it has to be. And
Anal
this is
spray.
for what?
Anal spray.
Anal spray.
Yes.
Exactly. This is a wait. Why did I stop it?
It's like if you want to clear out enema style,
Stefcho, why don't you tell us something? Because this commercial broke down.
Fuck.
like
I was just kidding. Of course, it never breaks down because those are the anal sprays. They're the
Exactly.
strongest on the market. They never break down. You can put them in your butt. They're not detected at airports. They're not detected by dogs. You can have a quality of life you could never imagine without them.
go in a meeting, have a blast.
Yeah. Go. Just remember, if you go for a swim, why would you go for a swim with an anal beads inside you? You fucking
don't need
asshole.
to.
Don't do that. Just
You don't need to.
respect them and respect yourself.
You'll just enjoy your life.
And remember, if you're gay, don't be. That's too complicated to explain what to avoid and all that. It's just don't be. I mean, there's nothing homophobic about it. Just stop for a moment and think.
yeah, it's like
Stefcho, think. You know what?
No.
yeah, commercial from Stefcho.
I don't know what.
No,
Tell me what.
hate of the week. You know, Steve.
Hate of the week.
Once in a while, we do this thing here. It's called hate of the week, where we think of something that really fucking pisses
Oh my god,
us
I
off,
just
man.
thought of something. I got pissed off.
Of course.
Shit.
What's that?
Fuck, it's related to my... you know when you get off the plane and you go take the baggage and there's this belt that you wait for your
Yes.
luggage? And all these people that
Dude,
go at the front and they just wait for their baggage 20 centimeters from the
And then
belt.
they catch a bag.
No, they
catch a
just
luggage
wait
and
for
then they drop
theirs and there's a wall of people and when you see yours, you can't go because these fuckers are there. they can't stand like 1 meter behind it and wait. They have to block
Yeah.
everyone.
it. Uh-huh.
Anyway.
And do you know those people that get inside the building and start crawling in
No.
and get inside, and then they get to the engine of the plane and they take out those tiny plastic knives and then they become terrorists?
Why do I always
Yeah.
have to ruin my hate of the week?
I'm sorry. No, I like it. I
This
agree
is
with
my
you.
hate for
it's
next
a great
week.
hate.
I hate why that you ruined my hate. Oops.
I'm sorry, man. Steve, what about you? Do you have something that really pisses you off?
Dude, that Maltese everything pisses me off.
Mm.
It's like I don't know. It's like I don't know where to begin. I mean, I drive the motorbike and every day it's like there's the idiot on the mobile phone.
Right.
There's the idiot that doesn't look into his mirrors. I mean,
Mhm.
yesterday I just had a guy that just, he went out of the side street and he's like, check out your mirror, and his mirror is broken.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then you honk, and he honks back because he thinks he's better than you, and you honk back at him, and you just pull over, and you just tell him what's up, and he's suddenly afraid because you pulled him over, and we're live.
You
Yeah,
pulled him over.
yeah, it's like saying, "Hey, good afternoon, my friend." Yeah, it was
Dog-
really gentle. It
Your
was like,
driver's license, please.
yeah, it's
License and registration.
yeah, it's like it was really It's like I sent him off to his day. It was really
Mm.
nice. Okay.
I don't know, man. I'm with the bicycle. I couldn't care less. I've been really happy with this. # blessed.
Man, Malta
You know,
is
what can I say?
Malta
It's
is
healthy,
terrible
it's
for
nice.
bicycle. It's horrible.
Everything is terrible in Malta.
See,
Yeah,
why
dude.
did you have
not
to ruin
everything.
my hate of the week?
Wait, what?
Dude.
Wait,
No,
what?
I haven't even.
Yeah.
Why did you have to ruin my hate of the week?
Didn't
This was my love of the week.
That was his lovely.
Okay, well, I can think of some hate. I don't know. Why don't you guys talk and I'll think of something?
Yeah, I should have thought about this before actually.
What?
I mean,
Oh shit! Well, then it's not very sincere. If you're not if you don't remember anything, maybe you don't hate anything right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the
I mean, I love life. It's like so.
Just don't
wonderful
force
and
it. If you don't
colorful.
hate anything, maybe next time you will. Just be hopeful.
Yeah, maybe next
Be
time.
positive. Maybe
I'm
sometimes next time
One-
you'll hate something. You know.
Yeah.
One interesting thing that I learned
agree with
about,
you, Stefcho. I
about
agree with you.
Steve now, and it was out of nowhere. This was just because of a conversation, and no other way did I learn about it. Was that Steve has never smoked any herbal infusion.
Yeah,
What?
No.
And
It's like
Yes,
That was
sure.
my surprise
Steve-
acting because I knew it before that.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
yeah.
I must have had some, how do you say, second-hand smoke.
But Steve,
Wait.
why?
What does it mean, second-hand smoke?
Yeah, because I'm not that kind of person that you do.
Not the
herbal
kind of
infusion.
person to turn down a smoke because it's secondhand.
Wait, what does
yeah,
it
I
mean?
mean-
What does second-hand?
No,
I don't know, what is it?
second-hand smoke. You don't know what second-hand smoke is?
No.
dude.
What the hell is?
Yeah, it's like when
You
you
have a
smoke.
first hand, then you have a second.
Ah, when you
Yeah,
smoke with
and
your
then you have
left
some
hand.
smoke on it.
Ah,
Yeah, no. So second-hand smoke can kill you. Have you ever heard about that phrase? So that means so you're smoking, and I'm next to you. I'm your friend. I'm talking to you.
It can kill you.
Yeah, and you're
Oh,
smoking, you're
no.
inhaling, and I am here,
yeah,
and
but
you're puffing in
you
my
won't
face,
get high.
and
With,
that's second
you
hand
won't
smoke.
get high from that.
Yeah, but I just make that as an excuse, as I do get high, but actually it's just my brain being me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I the thing is this: I have nothing against it. I mean, I have friends, and it's no problem. I mean, no problem if it's what you do. But for me, it's like, I'm high on life.
You know what? I
No.
really respect this.
No.
Like this guy, Stefcho doesn't believe you, but I believe you. Because if you are happy without it, then fucking great, man. I mean,
Yeah, but
how
again,
I respect this so much.
but then again, I had friends that's like, dude, have some. I'm not gonna talk about this stuff, but have some. It's like,
Yeah, no,
dude,
I
it's
mean
okay.
really, if you don't need it,
Have
I
fun.
guess it's fine.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
But-
But
but-
what? You're this old that you've never tried it, and you have fun.
Yeah, but
and you're dancing?
that's kind of insecure also. You're like, what if you're happier then? What if it's not happiness? You have to be secure. Like you have to try it and say, okay, I'm actually
Oh,
happy.
see, he's challenging
Yeah,
you.
sure. But
You see
but
how
the,
he threw that challenge?
but the thing is this: that
Curved that ball and
But-
ran into
but
the...
it's. Let me say this: it's like by that thought, someone could say, yeah, but are you gay? No.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Have you ever tried it? Yeah, you should try it because you've never tried it. It's like there you go.
You see the ball just went in, but then this kung fu soccer move, it just went out right away. It didn't even touch anything.
But the thing is that sometimes you just say, no, this is not for me. I mean, it's okay, it's no problem. I'm not, I'm not judging. I'm not saying anything. Everybody does it. Yeah, sure, but there's me that not won't.
I really respect this. The only thing that I would say is, it's just don't you have the curiosity to see how would you personally change with that? Because I always have this kind of adventure kind of thing.
Yeah,
That's why
I
I've
mean,
tried all these psychedelics.
if there's sex involved, it's like why not? Maybe she will like it and I will like it. That's good.
Fucking is much better when you're high.
There you go.
Trust me.
So I'm
Like,
missing.
it's a
I'm
great
missing
thing.
all that.
No, it's just that curiosity. Like you should try things. Like for example, I tried to smoke. I've tried a cigarette. I don't like it. I don't never smoked. Right. But I've tried it. I drunk a lot of alcohol. Like when I go to Poland, I drink. It's not my thing, but I do it when I'm with the family, whatever. So, but I know what it is because I've tried it.
Exactly.
And anyway, but it's. But I was curious if you have any other reasons, like if you, for example, you don't like it or morally you think it's wrong, or because it's illegal, or because of this or that.
No, it's quite easy. I mean, for me, I don't like to. I learned not to judge people.
Right.
So I know it's gonna sound corny and all, but if there's an idiot person, but I'm still gonna call him an idiot. If there's an idiot person or she or whatever that kills someone just to rob some money, they went into somebody's house and Sorry for not speaking the bike. So they went to somebody's house and they robbed him and doing so they had to kill him or something or kill her or whatever.
Yeah.
So I still think that's stupid, but then you have to ask yourself, why did this person do that? Why? Try to understand why. Maybe that person was so desperate that he had to feed his family or something, or maybe had bad childhood or something. It's like try to ask why, and it would make you think and stop you from reacting on the first impulse that you'll get, because the first impulse is actually your character speaking, and it's okay. But asking those kind of questions will make you think that. Anyway, the story is. So the story. So yeah, I get lost in my thoughts a lot. It's quite common. It's like but in my sense, it's okay if that person does that stuff. It's no problem. He can do this drug, that drug, or whatever thing that he likes. It's no problem. But for me, I'd like to be in control of my thoughts and I
think it's maybe
I like to analyze
you're
stuff.
afraid a little bit that if you do this you do something stupid.
Oh yes,
crazy.
That's also true. Yeah, I mean I have quite a lucid imagination, so I'm in control of that imagination, so I cannot imagine myself without control of that imagination.
Yeah, but that's ironically as hard as it is to believe, actually this is one of the key messages if you're doing, especially like weed is not this, but like high doses of psychedelics, is the idea of letting go of your fears. Because a lot of times, especially guys, us men have this thing where we want to be in control, we want to know everything and be able to make things happen. And this thing teaches you by losing your mind
what, Steve,
that you should let go.
Steve, do you drink alcohol?
Once in a while.
So you still lose control, right?
No, I don't get drunk. I mean, to fornicate, you have to be able to.
It's fornication. This is your favorite word, I think we discovered. But
what if you have a day where you don't fornicate and you get drunk?
That won't. No,
No, but it's a good point he's
true,
making.
it's true,
because like drinking is also you can range it. I mean, you can have
it's
a
an
little,
inhibitor. It's
you can drink a little, then you can have a buzz, then you can be smashed, whatever. So the same as with weed, you can have a little puff and you'll be as functional as
Of course, no problem. But it messes with your mind.
But have you thought about this?
Wait.
Like alcohol. I mean, you're not abusing it, but alcohol says so many addicts ruin families. People die from liver,
and it's really
problems,
unhealthy.
It kills people,
it's really
and it's illegal. And weed, doesn't do any of that, and it's illegal.
Yeah.
Wait, but Steve, do you think that weed makes some permanent damage or what?
Only if it's high doses, I guess. I mean, too much of anything is bad. I mean, have you ever seen a person that actually does a lot of
a what?
weed?
Wait,
it's like
seen a president?
There's a lot of weed.
President.
A person.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, so
it's like
a person.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But it's like but that's because they do it every day. But if you do it once, and there is something else. Some people.
I had a friend. I had bosses that used to do it.
The thing it doesn't cause the science behind it is what we know is that the only way a weed can cause damage is if you're doing it if you're younger than 15. And if you do in huge amounts, because your brain is still developing. Supposedly, if you do it after you're 25 and your brain is fully done, even if you do if you get fucked up completely, it's not going to damage your brain.
Yeah. Okay.
This is like the science.
Yeah, but he's talking about addiction, I think.
I mean, there is an overdose, but it's a huge amount. Like it's impossible for humans to
kind of stuff.
It's kilos and maybe even tons of weed you got to smoke in an hour to die.
So let me say something. I'm not sure if you're going to agree.
Yeah.
So there's one thing about having some control and being able to be functional and being able to be coherent of your surroundings and being able to keep a conversation.
Yeah.
But then there's another thing about not being bothered. I'm not saying able. I'm saying bothered to continue conversation, to continue being coherent, to be aware of your surroundings. I'm not saying able to. I'm not saying about being going beyond being high. It's like being fudged up. But I'm speaking about whether it's alcohol, whether it's anything. It's about being, just don't care about anything. I mean, I had friends doing some bad shit. They would have a girl, a baby girl, and would be having some hard time with his baby mama, and he wouldn't be caring about his baby girl at this point. He would be just caring of getting high of some white powder kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
so I mean,
no,
that's messed up. And
but that's not.
It's nice.
You don't have to do it either. Don't do it or do it all the time. You can do it once.
Yeah,
and also,
but that's the thing. You're talking about something that you can use in small doses and stuff like that. That's okay, but I guess
and also
it's it's good in the sense.
Do you like music?
It's no, yeah, I mean, I used to listen to a lot of techno. I used to be I used to DJ kind of.
Yeah, try listening to it while high.
Yeah, it's like cool, dude.
Sorry, I was
no problem.
trying to get rid of this thing, but maybe I need to.
You know what we can do actually? We can
like
do this
this.
upside down.
No. I've tried this too, but
It doesn't.
I think
Now you have a little more
something
space to
weird
control.
happens. Something weird happens to us.
No, wait, the other way.
Like when you're a child, you
Sure.
enjoy so many more things and so much more.
Yes,
And at some
Yeah,
point,
but that's the
this
thing,
disappears. Like it's gradually like
it's nature. It's nature. Steph.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about it, man. This is the most natural process because it's our sensitivity to things. I told you we were talking about this, right? And I told you when I was a kid, I used to love going to the sea. And my parents, because we were not very rich, they would take me to one place in particular because they had friends who lived there. Every summer we would go to this one place, right? And we would go there, and as soon as I saw from the horizon the sea from the train, I would start crying as a kid. I was so happy. Right. And now I don't cry when I see the sea, right? So
Yeah,
that's
but
what
on
Steph was saying.
mushrooms.
But that's
Anyway,
yes, right. But the point is also, but that's a different thing. That's also the way that these things work. Because like if you think about it, all our lives we create these layers and layers of thoughts and concerns, and I'm a man, I don't need to express weakness, I can't cry public and whatever. All these thoughts, and but our core is still here. And these drugs, what they do is when they go through all of that levels, they get you to like a childish mindset.
Yeah, and you just mentioned a good point, and I'm wondering if, for example, have you ever tried, both of you, have you ever tried meditation?
no,
Oh, yeah.
but I
I
want
mean-
to. That's my plan. I have to.
So that's the thing. So keep this in mind, because making meditation, I'm not just closing your eyes and listening to the waves and just go, no.
Yeah.
It's like really about focusing, looking at something, focusing on something. It could be a candle, or it could be that camera over there. And just looking at it, closing your eyes, and imagining you have a third eye and you're still seeing the same thing. That thought alone, while breathing in, breathing out, at the same moment when you're neither breathing in or breathing out, at that moment your brain stops thinking. Why? Because it either wants to breathe in or either wants to breathe out. So at that moment, the longer you prolong it, the do better training, and the more you do it, the better you get. At that moment, you stop thinking, and at that moment, you'll find peace.
Yeah.
So
It's true. I totally like the benefits of meditation are amazing. I've tried many times. Unfortunately, I don't have the discipline, because you got to do it for a while to get to that level where you can clean your mind. Otherwise, if you just try to close your eyes like this, you start thinking about work and this and that. It
that's
takes time
normal.
to get.
That's normal. But thinking about that, it's normal.
Yeah. And the thing is, when I was doing, like I think I told you about this when I was in Peru and doing drugs with the shamans in the jungle. The whole program was
Dude, it's
there was a lot of meditation and breath work and all kinds of sessions like this involved, because those are tools that can help you be in control of your mind and body like this. And we know that some monks, like from research, monks that are meditating their whole lives, those Tibetan monks and all kinds of these guys, they have brain patterns when they hook them up to all these diodes and stuff, similar to a person tripping their balls out on ayahuasca or something. Like something happens with their brains. They're able to enforce this without any substance, just from the practice and control over the brain.
I mean, that sounds definitely interesting, and the fact that, I mean, in my opinion, is that people that seek certain stuff, seek certain recreational stuff. I'm not talking about hard stuff that it just makes you wired. I mean, obviously there's the fun in that, I guess, as well. I'm not going to judge for sure. I'm no one to judge. But the thing is that being able to do something that gives you some peace is what we all try to find. It could be working on a motorcycle, working on a car, buffing it up, or whatever.
As long as it's not an escape mechanism, like you said, like with your friends, that they're just, I don't want to think about this baby or this wife that we're arguing. Just let's do something so I'm out.
Exactly, because that's going to bite you back.
Yeah. If you do it to escape from reality because it's too hard for you, because you have too many responsibilities or things are difficult, that's not the best way to experience it. It's better if you experience it either for you're interested, you're curious in like where your mind can take you, or you want to be more creative, like artists, they come up with interesting ideas musically or any kind of art really when they get high. So if you're doing this for a practical, and if you can use this, not just like be a couch potato and sit down and munch on something, but you can use that energy into something positive, then why not?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's George Freeman, the guy with the deep voice. Yeah, he takes
Morgan
it every
Freeman?
day. Morgan Freeman. George
Really?
Freeman.
He smoke?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
It's
Is this why his eyes are so watery, or is this
smoke
he's
for
80?
every pimple that he had. I don't know.
Yeah.
So what was I gonna say, Stefcho?
I don't know, because he's saying it's bad to lay on the couch after you're high and just do nothing.
No, I think he meant it's
he was trying to
it's bad
hurt
if
my feelings.
Yeah, okay, I'll
it's
stop.
bad.
He was trying to make me cry. That's all.
I think it's
That's
bad.
my friend, my best friend.
Yeah, I mean that's what
You know.
we're friends.
Well, that's what friends are
you
for.
surprised
you know,
that I live
to-
here? My life is shit. My life is horrible.
But I guess it's good the way that what was I gonna say? Yeah,
Listen,
forgot.
Steve. What else? You said. Listen. I wanted to say
What
something.
did you
and I
say?
forgot.
What did you say, Stuff Chew? Wait a second. What did you say? It's bad because we can't just rewind it. We just get over
No. I was thinking about something, but I forgot it.
it. Yeah.
And Stefcho, I don't know if he's still even in the same universe with us. He stopped talking.
Yeah,
the
I
same
think
time.
he's just laughing and
Steph, are
enjoying
you
the fact,
alive?
and he's trying to see where
Yeah.
we're gonna go with this.
I'm,
But I
but
think
I don't think I'll be alive for much longer, though.
I'll tell you one thing. I am making a return, I think, in the music world.
Hell yeah.
dude, really.
Is it too early to make this announcement when I just played for the first time in many months? But it's the beginning of something.
No.
I got together with some people that I was avoiding. This is one of my New Year's resolutions that I was avoiding for a long time. Got together with some people that can play, and I can play. I mean, I used to be able to. And we played and we jammed, and it was nice. And they're real pros, and they've been playing a lot. And maybe we can do a band and do some fucking shows and stuff. And then I'll invite you as royalty, of course, to be there and give your blessings upon us.
Maybe it's the day I'll try some stuff.
Oh, we can play
And
some.
you can try some stuff, and you can
to go through
fornicate.
it.
We can play some
in
fairy,
royal ways.
some fairy stuff.
Sorry?
We can play.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely.
Stefcho, of course, I don't want you to feel bad about it. I don't want to hurt your feelings by saying that I'm playing with other people now. I don't know how you feel about that.
you used to play together or what?
We used to play together. We used to play.
Really?
each
Yeah, we
other's
played
guitars.
like twice. It
You
was
used to play
so
each
much.
other's guitars.
It's true. I would just grab this hard grip and just hard neck of the guitar
And just
Go
go
up and
wild on it. It's just like
But the thing is,
touch all the strings. at the
Stefcho is
same time,
also
yeah.
playing with other people. So I mean, it was a matter of time.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
always
that.
played with
So
other
we
people,
started-
even when we played. You know,
Oh,
I've always cheated. on
He's a.
So there you go. It's like how does that feel right
Serial
now for
cheater.
you?
It feels like shit. It feels
And-
like every day.
And how do you feel about him finding out this way, Stefcho? How is that? Does it finally sink in? Like, yeah, this is.
So
why I
this
was
is
for-
why you started with how I used to call you in high school, so that you can make this arch, this kind of villain arch.
Yeah,
No,
it's
actually,
like
I
I'll teach
had-
you. I'll play
I had
with
forgotten
others.
this part that you said, and that wasn't the point.
Yeah, but deep inside
you.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, my right brain.
I was
yeah.
listening to
Deep
this
inside to the
song
right.
right
there you
now.
go, right brain.
When I was coming from the gym, I was listening to this song about I got lost inside this girl. Something like this was the song. You know this guy?
Really?
Miles.
She must have been a really
voluptuous. I was just thinking about what the fuck, man. Who wrote this song? You know this guy Miles something that he's singing with Slash? Stefcho, what is his name? You know this guy?
Robert Miles.
Ah, wait, the one with this.
The new singer. Sometimes plays
what
with
was
Slash.
his other band?
Miles something. But you know, right?
Yeah, Miles Kennedy. But the thing is, what
Right,
was
right.
his band name?
I don't know, but this band, or I think it was his
Alter
band, 'cause I
Bridge,
recognize his voice. But he was singing this. I got
I don't
lost
like
inside
this
this
guy.
girl or
But
something.
yeah, anyway, so
But he sings well. He's a great
not
singer.
my type.
You can. Well, you don't have to suck his dick.
Yeah.
And on this note, I think Steve has things to do and life, unlike us. So I'm not gonna hold him forever. Steve,
Oh
thank
my
you
god,
for
I thought
coming,
it was
man.
forever.
That was good.
I'm already made no plans for anything else. Ever.
Well, you can make them now.
God damn
How
it.
about that?
No, I was
We can have
planning
a part
to
two
be
if
here
you want.
forever.
Do you want me to help you with your plans? Do you want me to
No, I
book some meetings in your calendar?
no.
Yeah, we can make like
Grow up. You're a grown up man.
No,
You can make
actually,
your
don't worry. I
plans.
have plans.
Okay, I'm not worried. You're playing with other people. I'm playing with other people. We have our
That's
plans.
you know.
That's how we roll.
It's like then I'm gonna end up seeing you in an episode of Judge Judy. very soon.
You know, we started together was so good, but then it changed. I mean, you see, I moved on. I'm in a different country. You're still the same. You're still in the same country.
And that's the problem between you two. You know, he
Yes.
wanted one thing. He already knew what he wanted.
You didn't follow
And
me.
you,
I
you
left
wanted
you
Yeah,
to
because
know
I want
after
to get
me.
some levels here. I don't want to get to level 0 again. And
You want some levels. You see, that's just what I
I'm
hate
already
about you, is your
elder.
levels.
What is it?
Arch-
Like Pikachu
Arch-
or
I
something?
hate
Like-
those levels.
I'm Arch
Every
Human
time
here.
it was just levels and levels with him.
I'm
Yes,
already at
like,
level
you know, stepping up to the next
70.
level.
I can't even level up with him.
I'm going Paragon level soon.
We're not even in the same level, man. But Steve, you were at the same level, and
Yeah.
thank
It
you
was
for
nice.
coming. And
Thanks.
Steve, just
Cheers.
as a kind of final thing,
Yeah, sure.
what do you think about this whole Shazam?
Yeah, I mean, come on, it was fun. It was,
Of course.
it was good.
And there's no better way to end it but to play this beautiful song, beautiful commercial. I'm
You
sorry.
composed it. I'm
No,
sure.
actually, let's play a song. No, this is
There
a
you go.
commercial. I'm gonna play a song for you guys,
Okay.
and this is it. Song for you
Perfect.
and song for me.
Awesome.
A song for the three of us.
Feels
It's
special.
all the way here. Steve was here and now he left.
Awesome.
And he's going home on his
He
bike.
left? Isn't he
Bye,
still there?
everyone.
Please don't die.
I'm still here.
Oh shit, he's still there. There he is.
Yeah. So
This is like the ultimate Bird Box challenge because we're not seeing each other, Steph. Have you thought about it? It's a Bird Box.
I have no clue what the
Yeah,
hell
true.
is this bird box. I don't care.
It's this movie, man, with
Yeah, I don't
Sandra
care.
Bullock. It's on Netflix.
Whatever. It's a movie everyone
We talked
watches
about it, I
because
think,
it's
last episode.
Popular now.
We talked about it last
You know,
episode.
all of these
you
are
idiot.
terrible. Usually.
have you seen that?
Yeah.
YouTube is actually going to ban those.
all of
those
these
videos.
Which videos?
Yeah. So,
Bird
so,
Box videos?
So every
'cause people
any
were crashing cars
any
and all that.
videos that is going to make
Always when some
Are-
series
are
is
crazy.
popular and I
Pranks, they're
check
banning
it, it's
pranks.
horrible. Anyway,
yeah, but they're actually
They're banning
these
pranks,
videos.
I think. So now it's going to be illegal to do pranks on YouTube, which is like everything you watch there. So
no,
Like, that's it. YouTube
that's
is
all
banned.
2010 pranks.
Steph is always ahead at the time. It is
No,
levels.
I'm in
He
the
leveled
time.
up on us.
You're behind.
He's like he's like trendsetter. I think.
You're a trendsetter, Steph. Do you know
Yeah,
that?
What?
Trendsetter.
You're a trendsetter.
Trendsetter. You said trends.
You're a trendsetter. It's like you're setting the
yeah,
trends.
of course. Yeah, I like that.
There you go.
You're a transsexual setter. Anyways, it's a shortcut. Transsexual.
There's
Anyway.
no anything bad about it. No.
And on that beautiful note,
Yes, guys.
please
And
subscribe.
girls.
Motherfuckers, you're not subscribing. We're losing subscribers. How is this even fucking possible?
Yeah.
Goddamn
Why,
subscribe.
yeah, why would someone not subscribe?
Subscription.
What was
It's
big?
important.
Yeah, why are you losing subscribers?
why? What the
have
hell?
we done
Why?
to deserve that, you cocksuckers? You dirty ass cocksuckers. You're
Yeah.
so.
We
Why
treat
would
you
they
well.
not leave
We
after
treat
this?
you well, so you might as well subscribe. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want
Exactly.
you if you're not interested in us.
Exactly.
If you're not going to subscribe, you might as well
That's
unsubscribe.
weird.
You
Why
know
would
what
someone?
you should do? It's like, what's the difference between those Snapchat girls or HipChat? Not
I don't know.
Instagram.
He started with the developer talk. What
Yeah.
is
Oh,
in,
no.
integration talk and
No,
tech
no,
talk?
no. But it's
I'm not
them,
into
no.
that. I'm into like human nature.
There's no time for
nature, son.
We're into the real stuff.
Yeah. Nature stuff. Yeah. Real stuff.
Not this
And we learned a lot
VR.
today about
Fuck this.
the royalty in Malta, about fornication. Many times we repeated that. We talked about different herbal substances. We talked about motorsports, traveling. We talked about everything.
Yeah, I'm
And-
like an encyclopedia. It's like
He's like an encyclopedia, and
yeah,
that's it.
it's like an open book.
We
Shut
opened
case.
him and we read him.
Yeah.
We were slapping him left and right, all the pages.
and
left
they,
marks.
Yeah, and they're like, I cannot.
But don't
understand
worry,
anything.
we'll return you to the library so other people can move you around too.
Exactly. I'm about to be read.
Thanks.
On that
Steve.
note,
Thanks,
Well,
man.
have
Cheers.
fun at the library.
God bless you.
Bye.
of course.
Stefcho, any
it's-
final words before I block you forever?
No, just one word. Bye.
Cheers, Stefcho. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you, everyone. Couple of people there.
Bye bye, guys.
Awesome. Cheerios.